Can you eat too much protein? Watch this.
Our next caller is Stacy from Oklahoma.
Hi, Stacy. How can we help you?
Hello. I have a question. First of all, I have a tendency to go off on a tangent, so stop me if I already digress down that way.
Okay, that's enough there. We can answer it.
We can do that.
My question is, I try to keep my protein between right around 130 grams and my calories between 1,800 and 2,000 a day. I consistently consume too many protein grams, okay, plus or minus 200 calories. I lift 4 times a week. I do mobility. I recently, in the last 2 weeks, have cut my cardio down to maybe a walk every day. I am not seeing body comp changes like I would anticipate. My weight has been consistent for like the last 18 months. And I'm wondering if my protein is the problem. I'm an older female, so I don't know if at some point protein becomes a huge issue. Overconsumption of protein becomes a huge issue as opposed to it just being wasted.
Yeah, a few things. So if you eat too many calories and your goal is to get leaner, then obviously you're not going to get leaner. And those too many calories can come from protein, they can come from fat, or they can come from carbohydrates. If your calories are appropriate, can you have too much protein? Well, I guess if it pushes out essential fatty acids, or if you notice any gastro issues from too much protein, some people might get constipated or notice gastro issues. Here's the other part. I can't tell from looking at you, although it kind of looks like you're pretty lean right now. What's your body weight at? How tall are you? Do you know what your body fat percentage is at?
I'm almost 5'7", and I'm currently at 144 pounds, and I think my body fat is probably at 24. I had been down at 21. I have gained it. I had gone on a bulk because I got hurt. So I just decided to capitalize on that, and I gained 12 to 13 pounds. And that increased, obviously, my body fat percentage. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to try to cut. And now I just can't get off the protein, man. A girl likes to eat.
Well, can I ask a little bit about your weight training? It says you weight train 4 times a week. Are you following a MAPS program? What does your training look like?
I'm not currently following a MAPS program. I do have a personal trainer, and I was completing, shall we just refer to it as functional fitness before, that with a strength component, accessory component, and then the conditioning component. And I have decided that I'm just going to cut out, aside from like maybe one day a week, I'm going to cut out the more traditional, okay, I'm lying, probably 2 days a week without cutting out the traditional, more cardio functionality. I do run once a week, but I was doing it was CrossFit. I was doing CrossFit.
Okay. So that's okay. This is where I was going with this question. I already had a feeling that your training program probably looked like a circuit-based type of training program, right. And what you need is a good strength-based program like MAPS Anabolic with your calorie intake, your nice high protein, and build muscle and build your metabolism. You've probably been doing the same type of a routine, which is this kind of go type of lifting weights, and your body's probably pretty adapted to it, and so you've stalled your progress. And so what you need to do is get out of that and train a more traditional way of lifting, which is like a MAPS Anabolic or a 5x5
progressive
type of routine.
overload with a good adequate amount of rest in between. Your body's going to have like a completely different response to that, which I think it's craving that to be able to allow that, especially if you're in a bulk. That's a perfect time to really focus on, a real solid strength training program.
Yeah, I mean, we could either eat less or get your body to learn how to burn more on its own, and that's what we're trying to encourage you to do.
I don't want to eat less. So, and within the last 2 weeks, I have started a new training cycle with my trainer so that all I'm doing is weight training. Just traditional resistance training. I don't I don't like machines, just from me myself. So they're all free weights: barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell.
Where are your reps at, and what do your rest periods look like?
My rest periods are probably not as long as they should be. And the reps just depends on what he's got me working at. Somewhere probably 5 to 15 maybe. If I'm going to do tempo, like say tempo back squats, it's more like 5 to 7. But if I'm going to do, he just literally just changed it. So
Sounds like you
I
could do a
don't
mass
have.
program.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's all over the place.
Yeah, I would go. I would go 5 to 8 reps, maybe 10. I'd rest 2 minutes between sets at least, and just try to get stronger.
We're going to give you MAPS Anabolic, and then just have your trainer take you through it.
Yeah.
And they can modify it based on their experience with you.
Yeah.
But I would do long rest periods, focus on getting strong, stop trying to sweat, stop trying to get the burn, stop trying to feel exhausted at the end of the workout. Your goal is to get stronger. And if you're getting stronger, then we're probably affecting your metabolism in the positive. And then you'll see the effects from that.
And I had gotten stronger over the last, say, 6 months when due to an injury, I had broken my foot. And due to an injury, I was not able to do the traditional cardio. So we went more towards a weightlifting, not so much powerlifting, but weightlifting environment. And then, of course, the minute that I was released from the doctor and added that cardio piece right back in there because.
I mean, I like what I see as far as your macro breakdown, as far as your grams of protein, your calories, the fact that you're walking every day. I literally would just address your training program. You're somebody who I'd say, listen, we're gonna follow MAPS Anabolic. I don't want to mess with anything with your calories. I don't think you're eating too much protein. And if you're not seeing any body composition changes, it's because you got an even exchange. You're burning exactly what you're taking in. And like Sal said, we could either, one, cut your calories, which doesn't sound like you want to do. I wouldn't want you to do that either. I would simply adjust your programming to build muscle and focus on getting stronger, lifting weights, long rest periods, which this is at MAPS Anabolic. So I'd have you follow that to a T and trust the process. And then we'd reassess at the end of the program.
Okay.
We're gonna send
that sounds pretty cool.
We're gonna send that to you, Stacy.
Okay. I'm sorry.
We're gonna send that to you, Stacy.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So, but there's not like some magical age where it's like thou shalt not have protein.
No.
Actually,
you're gonna benefit from it.
No, if anything, Stacy, the data now is showing that
higher.
The older you get, the more protein you need.
Yeah. You're fine. In fact, I would be ecstatic if my 53-year-old female client was eating too much protein. That's actually one of the biggest challenges I had with my female clients was to get enough protein. So that's a good thing that you crave that type of food because it provides so much good nutrients for someone who's trying to build muscle and build their metabolism.
Yeah.
So I would literally just address your training program. That's what I would do right here.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You got it.
All right, Stacy.
All right.
Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
She's like, I don't do cardio. Yeah, you do with
Bro,
weights.
Yeah,
You do cardio
bro,
with weights.
I knew it. I knew it.
I know.
I was
I don't
like,
want to say, but I'm doing CrossFit.
She's scared to
How
say
dare
it.
you?
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew
Come
it.
clean, you guys.
You want to know what's crazy?
Come clean.
Yeah.
Literally, a study just came out that compared strength training plus diet to cardio plus diet to strength training plus cardio plus diet. You guys want to guess which one performed the
Wait,
best?
say that one more
Yeah.
time. Sorry, I was
Strength training plus diet
okay.
versus cardio plus diet versus strength training plus cardio plus diet.
Okay.
Which one do you think resulted in the most pure body fat loss?
Strength training
First
and
one.
diet.
Just strength training.
Yeah.
It actually outperformed strength training plus cardio plus diet.
Yeah.
So
You
and
know,
that's-
It's as simple as that.
that is.
You know
because
why? Because it's such a fine dance when you incorporate that.
Totally.
It's such a fine dance of am I feeding the body enough to get the benefits from the cardio, but not get also not send a signal to my body
You're
to
building.
atrophy.
Yeah,
And that's it.
You want to tell the body to keep the muscle or build the muscle while cutting the calories so it burns the body fat. You got to send both signals. Otherwise, you'll end up losing muscle as your body tries to pare its metabolism down. And so her training, that's what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's telling her body, she's burning all these calories manually, and her body's just adapting. And it's like, okay, we're cool at 20 whatever percent body fat. We're not going to get any leaner. And if she does lose weight, what'll end up happening is her body fat will probably stay the same.
And it
with that
sounds
kind
like
of
the trainer, it's not so it's hard to say if they're good or bad or whatever like that, but it sounds like they're not consistently doing anything.
Yeah.
Sounds like he or she is
Typical.
mixing it up all the time. It's like, and so you get this feeling of, oh, well, no, I do some strength training, but it's like, oh, okay, so you did one workout where it was like a 5 set of squats, and then the next workout you're already going back to your little circuit, or in that same workout, you did a 5 by 5, but then all of a sudden you do a circuit set right
Just
after.
introducing like so many concepts continuously.
Yeah, very common with trainers.
Yeah.